Let's be honest. Do you spend hours scrolling through your phone feed? Do you use those eye drops a friend recommended? Or maybe you give your eyes that harmless little rub when they feel itchy or tired. If you answered yes to any of these, I need you to pay close attention. What I am about to tell you today might completely change the way you take care of your eyes. Many people have habits that seem totally normal, but the truth is, these everyday actions are silently damaging their vision. They open the door to serious eye problems that often show no symptoms until it is too late. In this video, I will reveal the 7 habits that most people believe are safe, but are actually stealing your ability to see the world clearly, little by little. And most importantly, I will show you how to start reversing that damage today. The 4th habit on this list is one of the most common and dangerous, directly linked to one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults. Stay with me until the end to find out which one it is. Let's start with the habit that has practically become an extension of our bodies: the overuse of screens. Phones, computers, tablets. We are constantly staring at one. It seems harmless, but your eyes are working extremely hard the entire time. Think of the muscles in your eyes as if they were in the gym. Focusing on your phone screen for hours is like holding a weight with your arm fully extended without taking a break. Eventually, your arm would ache and shake from fatigue. The same thing happens to your eyes. That effort leads to what is known as computer vision syndrome, which brings symptoms like fatigue, headaches, and that blurry vision you get at the end of the day. But the problem is not just tiredness. When we stare at screens, we blink up to 60% less. Blinking is what spreads tears across the eye surface and keeps it moist. Fewer blinks mean drier eyes, which leads to burning, redness, and a higher risk of irritation. Over time, exposure to blue light adds oxidative stress to the retina cells. While science is still studying the long-term connection to disease, it is already considered a risk factor for age-related macular degeneration, AMD. The good news? The solution is incredibly simple. The famous 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes of screen time, take a 20-second break and look at something 20 feet away. That is about 6 meters. Looking out the window is enough. That small pause relaxes your eye muscles and makes a huge difference by the end of the day. Now, let's move to something that feels innocent but is far from it: rubbing your eyes. Who has not felt that satisfying relief when rubbing their eyes? It feels natural, right? Let me be very clear. Stop rubbing your eyes. It is one of the worst things you can do for your vision. Even when your hands look clean, they carry millions of bacteria. Touching your eyes is like transferring all those microorganisms directly into one of the most sensitive parts of your body. It is practically an open invitation for conjunctivitis and other infections. The danger goes beyond that. The eye is an extremely delicate structure. The pressure caused by frequent or strong rubbing can change the shape of your cornea, the transparent front part of your eye. This can lead to or worsen a condition called keratoconus, where the cornea becomes cone-shaped and distorts vision in a way that even regular glasses cannot fix. In severe cases, keratoconus is one of the main reasons people end up needing a corneal transplant. In rare cases, excessive rubbing can even detach the retina, a true emergency that can lead to blindness. So, what if the itch is unbearable? First of all, resist the urge. Try applying a cold compress over your closed eyelids. If the itch persists, it could be a sign of allergies, dry eyes, or another condition. And that means it is time to visit an eye specialist. Let's talk about another common mistake: using eye drops without medical guidance. This is something I see all the time. People feel their eyes are red and run straight to the pharmacy to buy an eye whitener. What seems like a magical fix is actually masking a deeper problem or even making things worse. Here's the truth: eye drops are medicine. And like any medicine, they have a purpose. Those whitening drops work by constricting blood vessels in your eyes. The problem is that when the effect wears off, the rebound effect makes your eyes even redder than before. Worse still, for people with a risk of glaucoma, some over-the-counter drops can dangerously increase intraocular pressure. Using antibiotic drops without need can also create super-resistant bacteria. Even lubricating drops, which seem completely harmless, can irritate the eyes if they contain preservatives and are used too often. So remember the golden rule: never use eye drops without medical guidance. Redness, pain, or itching are not normal. They are your body's way of saying something is wrong. So please do not play doctor with your vision. If what you have heard so far makes sense to you, take a quick moment to support this channel. Subscribe and turn on the notifications so you do not miss the next videos that help you protect your health in simple, natural ways. And if you are enjoying this content, leave a like. It might seem small, but it truly helps this message reach more people who need it. Our mission is to make health knowledge simple and accessible, but we can only keep doing it with your support. Now we come to the habit I mentioned earlier, one that most people completely forget about: going out in the sun without protecting your eyes. Ultraviolet UV radiation does not just damage your skin, it penetrates the eyes and causes cumulative damage. This long-term exposure is one of the main triggers for two of the biggest causes of vision loss after 50: cataracts and age-related macular degeneration, AMD. Cataracts make the eye's natural lens cloudy, like seeing the world through a foggy window. AMD, on the other hand, attacks the macula, the central part of the retina that allows us to read, recognize faces, and see fine details. In short, sunlight accelerates the aging and destruction of these delicate structures. The solution could not be easier. Wear quality sunglasses whenever you are outdoors. But not just any pair. Make sure they have 100% UVA and UVB protection. And yes, wear them even on cloudy days. A hat or cap is also a great ally. Now, tell me honestly in the comments, do you wear your sunglasses as often as you should? Next, let's talk about something that starts on your plate: your diet. You have probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." And it could not be truer when it comes to your eyes. A poor diet is the fastest route to premature eye aging. Your retina needs an army of antioxidants to defend itself from daily wear and tear. Deficiencies in nutrients such as lutein and zeaxanthin, found in kale and spinach, raise the risk of degenerative diseases. These act like an internal sunscreen for your eyes. Vitamin C and E, found in citrus fruits and nuts, and omega-3 fatty acids from fish such as salmon and sardines, are essential for retinal health. The best solution? Color your plate. Focus on real food: fruits, vegetables, and leafy greens of all colors. The Mediterranean diet, rich in these natural ingredients, has been proven to reduce the risk of macular degeneration. Remember, protecting your vision also begins in your kitchen. If there is one declared enemy of your vision, it is smoking. There is no middle ground here. The toxins in cigarette smoke enter your bloodstream and directly damage the tiny vessels that nourish your eyes. Smoking not only increases your risk of developing early cataracts, but it is also the most important modifiable risk factor for macular degeneration. Studies show that smokers are up to 4 times more likely to develop the aggressive form of AMD. On top of that, smoking worsens glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, and dry eye syndrome. The solution is tough, but it brings life-changing benefits. Quit smoking. Getting help to stop is the most powerful step you can take to protect your eyesight from irreversible damage. I saved the most important one for last. None of the other habits will matter if you make this mistake: avoiding eye exams. Most diseases that lead to blindness are completely silent at the beginning. Glaucoma, for example, is called the silent thief of sight. It raises the pressure inside the eye and slowly damages the optic nerve from the outside in. By the time a person notices that their vision is narrowing, like looking through a tunnel, much of their sight is already gone forever. Diabetic retinopathy is another one that shows no symptoms at first, only when the damage is already severe. The only way to detect these diseases early is through a comprehensive eye exam, including dilation and eye pressure measurement. That is why, especially after 50, an annual visit to the ophthalmologist is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Do not wait for symptoms to appear before you act. If you recognize yourself in any of these habits, the good news is that change can start right now. Awareness is the first step. Share this video with your friends and family, especially those over 55. You might literally help someone save their vision. And tell me in the comments, which of these habits are you ready to change starting today? The main message is simple: do not wait for symptoms to show up before taking care of your eyes. In eye health, when signs finally appear, the damage is often already done. Small daily changes and the commitment to get a yearly eye checkup are the most powerful ways to make sure you continue to see the world clearly, beautifully, and fully. Your vision is a treasure. Take good care of it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.